Good tidings to everybody. How are you? The present vehicle is Alfa Romeo 147. The Alfa Romeo 147 is a little family vehicle delivered by the Italian automaker Alfa Romeo from 2000 to 2010. The 147 was casted a Ballot European Vehicle of the Year in 2001. This model finishes up the ongoing period of recharging started in 1997 with the Alfa Romeo 156. The Alfa Romeo 147 hence finishes the Alfa Romeo brand picture advancement process that has permitted us to re-enrich our vehicles with every one of the unmistakable qualities of extraordinary exemplary Alfas: great looks, liveliness, and notoriety. In this sense, the Alfa Romeo 147 send-off is likewise a verifiable occasion for the brand. The Alfa Romeo 147 is considerably more than simply a swap for the Alfa Romeo 145 and 146. It is really ready to do what the 156 did, yet this time inside the medium-sized hatchback section. The Alfa Romeo 156's prosperity relaunched Alfa Romeo as an elite brand and took deals to another steady degree of in excess of 200,000 vehicles each year, an increment of 45% north of 1997. To help the Alfa Romeo 147 prevail in this esteemed minimized vehicle market, which is done right by be quite possibly of the most powerful area, it has another alluring cutting-edge ace in the hole. To be specific, the supplement of gadgets. Also, specialized gadgets that no other vehicle in the fragment can gloat. Alfa Romeo 147 is prepared to be a trailblazer and requests to dynamic drivers who know about new turns of events and search for the best while picking a vehicle. Many individuals value the Alfa Romeo 147 in light of the fact that it is sold at a cutthroat value and is likewise an important wear in the broadest feeling of the term. The new model is 4.17 meters long and 1.73 meters wide. Styling is similar on both the 3 and 5 entryway forms, and they share a similar Alfa personality. The front is overwhelmed by an enormous tall safeguard that goes with the 2 air admissions on the sides to shape the exemplary Alfa 3-section theme. This component is suggestive of renowned exemplary Alfas like the 1949 6 C2500 Estate d'Este. Other retro clues incorporate the general compass framed around the hood's headlights. The tightened fold-over backside gives the impression of a deft vehicle anxious to slide. The back window follows an incredible angular shape that reflects the comparable V at the front. Underneath, the light groups are discrete and even, as on the Alfa Romeo Bug and Alfa Romeo GTV. So the general impression is a smooth, straightforward shape with a perfect proportion of rise and go. A conservative vehicle that is basically as fantastic as a cantina, however, more straightforward to drive. Outwardly, lofty within, exquisite styling, easy to understand controls, top-notch materials, and cautious wrapping up. The appealing Alfa Romeo 147 Lodge is unmistakably Italian with its adjusted lines and 3-layered shapes, while the trim and upholstery offer a visual and material feeling of solace and notoriety. Alfa Romeo 147 accompanies 4 units, 3 petroleum units, every one of the 16-valve twin flash motors, an additional strong 120 GP 1.6 unit, and a 150 GP 2.0 unit, the last accessible with both manual gearbox and seal-speed gearbox. These power units are unique, however share one quality: the capacity to give predominant ignition control. With respect to the driver, these characteristics mean astounding driving deftness and customarily high Alfa execution norms. Alfa Romeo 147, a gorgeous and esteemed vehicle, a vehicle that is vivacious and fulfilling to drive, a protected vehicle. At the end of the day, a vehicle fitted with every one of the highlights that go under the heading of preventive security, since they assist the driver with remaining alarm. Solace, silent running, ergonomics, productive environment control framework, very much organized controls, and effortlessly read instruments. The new model has likewise accomplished extraordinary outcomes in the field of uninvolved security and breezed through every one of the hardest assessments. This has been accomplished as a result of the choice to prepare the Alfa Romeo 147 with every one of the exceptionally most recent gadgets as of now accessible. Above all else, complete tenant security is ensured by no less than 6 airbags fitted as standard, 2 at the front, 2 along the edge, and 2 window packs that run the whole width of the relative multitude of side windows, so they offer compelling insurance to the heads of front and secondary lounge travelers in the event of effect. This detail sets the Alfa Romeo 147 at the top of its portion regarding uninvolved security and is supplemented by side effect bars in the entryways, a folding guiding segment, front safety belts with pre-tensioners and burden limiters, and on the focal back seat, a third head restriction and dormancy reel safety belt. The Alfa Romeo 147 likewise looks generally set to turn into the new benchmark for dynamic well-being inside the minimized vehicle area, on the grounds that the vehicle is fitted with the most modern gadgets for footing and slowing down control. These designing highlights are intended to guarantee ideal control of the vehicle by the driver in all circumstances. The Alfa Romeo 147 can guarantee sole liability regarding bringing this distillate of high innovation, as of not long ago the area of higher section vehicles, to its own market band. The 147 also competed briefly in the British Touring Car Championship in 2001 with the JSM team, with a best finish of 3rd at Alton Park, thanks to driver team owner Tim Harvey. The car won the 2003 and 2004 Italian Super Turismo Championship and won the Super Production class of the 2005 European Touring Car Cup with driver Lorenzo Falesi. The 147 GTA and 147 Auto Delta GTA have been road tested by Jeremy Clarkson and featured on television show Top Gear with a power lap around the track by the Stig. In his review of Auto Delta 147 GTA car for the Sunday Times, Clarkson described the acceleration as Ferrari throttle. Forget it. When you stamp on the accelerator, it's like you've hit the Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive. We've reached the finale. Share your reflections on 147 down below. Remember to hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Farewell for now.